find my way to heaven.
Hey beautiful people, and what is poppin'? Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited that you guys are here today. I'm so excited that I'm here filming this video. Finally, it is long awaited and long overdue. I'm so excited. I have so much to talk to you guys about today, and I am just so pumped to get started and do this little everyday makeup look with you guys. I have a notebook full of notes that I want to talk about and I want to dive into. So if you guys want to see how I got this everyday makeup look and get ready with me with a little bit of chit chat and why I started over and where I'm at now, then continue watching. So before I jump into brows, I'm going to prep and prime my face. So today I'm going to be using the Pro Filter Hydrating Primer by Fenty Beauty, and I'm just going to take 2 squirts on my finger and then just putting it onto my face. My skin is so dry, so usually I start with the 2 squirts, but I'm gonna have to go in again with some more product just to get it everywhere because my skin literally eats this stuff up. After the Fenty primer, I like my makeup to go on glowy and super loomy. I like matte finishes, but since my face is so dry, I haven't actually found a matte finish that I'm super in love with that doesn't make my skin look super textured and flaky. So after primer, I go in with the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, and this is in the shade 903 Medium Glow. I have this one, and I also have one a shade lighter in case I wanted to put it over my foundation like as a liquid highlighter, but this is what it looks like. And I kind of just, I know a lot of people use it with like a beauty blender, but I kind of just rub it into my skin. I just got a mosquito bite. I don't know if you guys can see that. Absolutely unacceptable. So now that my face is prepped and primed, I'm going to go in and do my brows off camera because I take 5 million years to do so. So I will be right back. Alright, so that's as good as honestly they're gonna get. I told my lash lady that she's gonna be able to do whatever she wants with my brows at this point. I honestly hate them. I'm so self-conscious about them. I hate everything about them. They're uneven. So I told her if you have to make them super thin just to make them even, that is totally okay. Do what you have to do. So I have an appointment on Wednesday to do that. So pray for me. So to do my brows, I use the MAC Fluid Line Brow Gel Cream in the color Deep Dark Brunette. Basically looks like so, and it's kind of like the Anastasia brow pomade. In order to cut my brows out and make them more defined, I do go in with the 16-hour camo concealer from e.l.f. I absolutely love it. It's awesome. If you want a new concealer and you don't want to break the bank, I definitely recommend this one. It's fabulous. And to actually use the pomade, I use this Morphe Jeffree Star brush in J7S. It looks like this. To start with the eyes, I go in with the Pro Longwear Paint Pot by MAC. I'm sorry, it looks a little gross and grungy, but whatever. And this is what it looks like. So I basically just take my finger into the pot and rub it all over my eyelid. So I have a whole notebook of stuff that I want to talk about, and since I've been gone for so long and not doing YouTube, I just really wanted to dive into some of the stuff that has been going on, and let me tell you, there's been a lot. Let me open up my notes. So I did zoom you guys in a little bit so I can start doing my eyes. I am going to be doing kind of like an everyday makeup look just because I have nothing really specific planned for today. So I'm going to be using my Heart and Joy, the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia, and we're gonna start with that. So the first topic I really wanted to get into was work and where I'm working and what I'm doing now. So we're first going to go into this color. which I've hit pan on. You can tell that I use this palette a lot, and that is called Burnt Orange in that palette. And I'm going to be taking my Morphe Rose Gold Collection brush. It is the one with the brown tip. These don't have any numbers or anything on them, so I'm sorry about that. And I'm basically just going to use this as my transition shade and put it in my crease. So basically right now I am working for a new homes builder. It's fun. A lot of things have occurred. I did start this job in January. So I've been here for a couple months now. It's been a great experience. I love my managers, my VP. I love all of them. Basically, I'm working in a model as a sales assistant, you know, just answering phone calls, making appointments, doing stuff like that to help out the actual sales counselor who is trying to sell homes. I was working 40 hours a week, but since all of this COVID is going on, I'm working 30 now. And sincerely, I'm just blessed to still have a job and still have an opportunity to make money, because a lot of people can't say the same. Even if it is 30 hours or even if they brought me down to 20 hours, I'm just so grateful that at least I have something, because, you know, a lot of people aren't as fortunate as those of us who do have a job at this point in time. So I've been just looking at it in a positive light in that way. I did in January, whenever I first started, go to training in Orlando. Me and my grandma went, and it was awesome to have her there. She really was my rock in like getting through all of it. Honestly, like I didn't know if I was going to be able to get through it. I was just freaking out the whole week that we were there. It was just a big transition for me. And, you know, going from working in a restaurant from all like my teenage years up until now, you know, doing something different and completely out of my realm, more corporate, like it definitely was a game changer for me. And it was definitely out of my comfort zone, but I'm so glad that I've done it, because this is experience that I can carry on with me for the rest of my life. So I'm just eternally grateful that they took a chance on me, being so young and being so inexperienced in their realm of work, that I'm just eternally grateful. So after I started working there, I did quit my job at Bellagio's. For those of you who may know that I worked at a movie theater restaurant, I was a server and a bartender, and I did quit before I hopped into this job because I really wanted to just give it my all and not have any excuses. So I did quit. After I got the hang of it and I wanted to make some extra money on the side, I did work my 2 days off, which were Thursdays and Fridays, and I did go back to Bellagio's. In turn, I was working 7 days a week, over 60 hours every single week. And it was tough, but I loved it, and it kind of gave me a balance of like all the new stuff I was learning, and then also, you know, incorporating some of the older stuff and what I really, you know, like kind of grew up in doing. And being in the restaurant was kind of like my comfort zone. So it was nice to kind of like go back to like a familiar place with familiar people. And even though it was a job, it was kind of a place for me to unwind, and it was awesome. The next color I'm going to go into is this one from the palette, and it's called Raw Sienna. It's right next to that bright orange color that we just used. And I'm going to be taking another brush from the Rose Gold collection from Morphe as well. I am placing that Raw Sienna color right in the outer crease area, kind of taking it midway to where we put that burnt orange color. Since this COVID-19 has occurred, I was only working at Bellagio's for maybe a month before it actually got shut down. So they are still shut down. I will be going back hopefully once this thing is all over and said and done. You know, I'm just hoping that things go back to normal just like everyone else. And, you know, this has been obviously really difficult for a lot of people, and, you know, I'm ready for everything to be over, as many people are ready. I know everyone's like, can we just go back to normal, please? I also wanted to get into where I want to go next and where I see myself developing most and going from here. I really have found my passion in doing makeup and skincare, and I really let other people dictate what I wanted to do with my life. I'm kind of over it at this point. A lot of people told me, you know, not to do what I wanted to do because it's unrealistic, and for the goals that I wanted to meet, it just wouldn't set my needs and my wants. And honestly, like, this is where I feel like I'm being led to. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. I have decided that I do want to go to esthetician school. Pause. We're gonna be taking this antique bronze color right here, and we're going to be bringing that into the outer crease. And I'm going to be using the M433 brush from Morphe. So a lot of people were, you know, telling me not to go to esthetician school because whether or not they make enough money, and, you know, it's just unrealistic, and all of my goals concerning YouTube and just a lot of stuff like that. Like I really want to dive deeper into YouTube and see where that goes. It's always been a dream of mine since I was young. I mean, I've been editing videos ever since I was probably, I don't know, in the 6th grade. I would make like stupid music videos to celebrities' songs, and I'm just in love with every single attribute that YouTube has to offer. You know, I have invested a lot of money and stuff to bring to you guys and make my YouTube channel more watch worthy. Not that I wasn't before, but you know, to make it more professional and geared around what I want to do. I've been trying to find my niche because before it was kind of like my YouTube channel was just a way for me to dump out all of these YouTube videos that I just wanted to create, full of memories that I had, and it was really good for the time that I was in. You know, I was in high school and so many things were happening during my senior year, and it was a great way to hold those memories, and I still have those memories. They're just not posted out to the public, but I have found my niche, and it definitely is makeup, and I want to become better and better and better and improve every single day and really make this something. It's always been a hobby to me that I really value and appreciate, so I want to make something out of it. And you know, as far as esthetician school goes, I'm really excited to dive into that, and I'm just excited for the next chapter once this COVID-19 is over to just dive in and go full-fledged. For the next shade, we're going to be taking this dark brown color in the palette, and it is called Cypress Umber, and I'm going to be taking my Morphe M573 brush, and I'm going to put this in the outermost corner of my crease. Esthetician school, for the school that I want to go to, it will be a 2-month course. I think it's 2.5 months. It is just a little bit over 7 grand. I don't want to take out any student loans. I don't want to do any of that, so I've been very diligent in saving my money myself for it so I can pay for it in full. So I'm hoping that by June, if this whole COVID thing is over, or even in September, which would be the next opening of the courses, I'm hoping that, you know, I have the funds and the money and the availability to do so. Now I'm going back in with this white Morphe Rose Gold Collection brush, and I'm going to just kind of make all of this very fluid in the front. Next, I'm going to take this Wet n Wild concealer brush. I've been really loving using this type of a concealer brush to do my glitters, and especially when I'm doing cut creases, I find it a lot easier to have control over where exactly you want it rather than just having a smudge brush, which is what I usually used to do. I'm going to go into this color right here called Primavera, and I'm going to put that all over my lid with this brush. I'm looking down and this way because my mirror is here and I cannot see myself through that monitor. And I really like how just simple it looks. It's not like overpoweringly glittery. I'm gonna go back in with this brush from the Rose Gold collection and kind of blend all of that into the crease colors. So as far as YouTube is concerned, I want to be consistent. I know I've said this 1,000 times, but I'm going to be posting every Wednesday and Friday now. And, you know, just kind of staying in that beauty and lifestyle niche and doing what I love to do most. I'm very excited for everything that I'm about to be doing and the journey I'm about to embark on, and I hope that you guys are here with me every step of the way to kind of see how my videos develop and how I develop as a person and how my makeup skills develop. So if that's something that you guys would like to see, make sure you subscribe and tap that notification bell down below. So next, now that you guys are all zoomed out, this is pretty much all I want to do for today for my eyes. I'm going to go in with my foundation. This is the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation. I am in the shade 230. So basically, look at how nasty this already is, and I legitimately just bought it not too long ago. Disgrace. I put like 1 pump at a time on my hand, and I kind of just put it onto my face like so. Usually I color correct, but today I just don't feel like doing all of that. Then I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques beauty sponge. I absolutely love this sponge. I use this sponge for everything. I could literally do a whole makeup look with this sponge as far as my base goes. I use it for foundation, concealer, contour, literally everything. So I'm in love with it. And if you guys do not have a trusted beauty sponge, I definitely recommend this one. It is so affordable. I just have found this one to be the perfect one that I love. So if you guys are out looking for a beauty sponge, I definitely recommend this one. It is fantastic. I absolutely love it. So back to our chat. A lot of people were asking why I decided to start over and take everything off of my YouTube channel, and I feel like I've kind of already hit some points about it. Like I said, I was very scatterbrained whenever I first started this YouTube channel, and I didn't really know what I wanted from YouTube at the point that I was at. And it was just a place for me to dump all of the memories. I'm sorry, I zoomed you guys in a little bit more because I feel like I was so far. I wanted to start new and fresh and start over just so I can have a clean slate to work with and create what I want to create without, you know, kind of having like a mess of what I've already done, if that makes sense. So that's exactly why I started over. I'm going to be taking that 16-hour camo concealer that I used to carve out my brows, and I'm going to put that on my under eyes. I honestly just put one here. This concealer is so thick. It reminds me of the Tarte Tape Shape. So I put only 2 under my eye and then 1 completely down my nose. I do that little thing on my forehead, put some here and some on my chin as well, just so you are able to balance out the brightness within your face so you don't look like you just have raccoon eyes. I do have some other additions that some of you may not know about. I am absolutely in love, and now I'm obsessed, and I'm gonna have to go get more. I did want to mention that I got my cartilage pierced, and I was thinking about like doing a full video on my piercings, and maybe once I get more I will, but I did get my cartilage pierced. I think it was back in, I don't know, November or October, around that time frame. So I did get that done, and then in December, I believe, I got my belly button pierced. If you guys know me, I am not a very irrational thinker. I like to think things through and, you know, do a lot of research on things before I do it. And having my belly button pierced was something that I've wanted to do since I was 16 years old. Actually, probably even before then, but it didn't really become a topic of discussion until I was 16. And I was actually able to get it done. I mean, I know you can get it done before then, but you know, I was at that age where I felt like my mom would have let me get it done, which we were wrong because she didn't. But it's something that I have like researched on. I would always like look at YouTube videos and be like, oh my gosh, like, does this hurt? Like, am I going to be able to handle it? Like, is it going to heal properly? A lot of people told me that theirs became infected and rejected. There just like came a point in time where I was like, honestly, just screw it. Like, this is something that I've been wanting to do. And my mom personally, like, she had it and she was like, honestly, Xiara, like, you're gonna hate it. Like, you're gonna have a hole there forever. And you know what? I just did it. I freaking did it. It still hasn't healed. It's freaking infected. I clean it, and I clean it, and I feel like no progress is ever made. So I'm not taking it out. We're just gonna keep trying and seeing what comes of it, and hopefully it becomes all better. Next, I'm going to be taking my Wet n Wild contour stick, and it is in the shade Call Me Maple 805. Whenever I contour, I do my cheekbones, I do my top of my forehead because my forehead is huge, and I've been trying to do my jaw. Not that I really see a difference with it. I never really did it before, but we're gonna keep trying until we see a difference. As far as my cheek contour, I blend up. With my forehead contour, I blend down, and the same with my jawline contour, I blend down. So back to the cartilage piercing. A lot of people had said that their cartilage piercing hurt and they could hear cracks. I only had my first and second hole done at this point in time, and I wanted to kind of like wean my way. I didn't want to go full-fledged into my belly button yet. I went and did my cartilage, and let me tell you, my cartilage did not hurt. It was a piece of cake. It did not hurt until the healing process. The healing process was horrible. I had to sleep with an airplane pillow, you know, the ones that have like the hole in the middle of it, so I could stick my ear into that hole. It was not pleasant for I think about a month, but my cartilage honestly after that healed perfectly. No problems, no nothing. And it was the complete opposite with my belly button. My belly button happened, it hurt. And I know a lot of people are like, Xiara, mine did not hurt. Okay, well mine did. My belly button piercing freaking hurt way worse than my cartilage. Way worse than obviously my first and second hole. I went and got it done. Like as soon as it happened, it did not hurt after that. I was able to sleep on my stomach. The healing process has actually been way worse. Not as far as pain levels go, but as far as just actually healing and me being able to switch it out, and it's been horrible. And I know that they say that it takes like 6 months to a year to heal, so I'm really not worried about it. So now that we're done with our cream contour, I know a lot of people say that they are scared to do cream contour or they don't enjoy doing cream contour. I honestly prefer it to powdered contour just because I feel like I have more control to blend it out, especially with a beauty sponge. So I'm going to be baking my face, and I know a lot of people with dry skin do not bake their face, but I absolutely love the way that it looks. So I have been in love with this CoverGirl True Blend Mineral Powder. This is in the shade Banana, and they do have a whole bunch of shades in this line. I've been liking Banana a lot, so that's what we're going to be using today. And then I go right under my eyeballs. And then with anything left, I just plop it on my forehead and on my laugh lines. So now we wait. So while we are waiting for that to set into the face, I did want to talk about obviously what everyone's been talking about all around the world right now. And I really do want to shed positivity and lightheartedness on this channel, but I also feel like I should address everything that's going on right now. Everyone in the world who has been affected by the coronavirus, I am with you. My heart is with you, and my heart goes out to each and every one of you. I know this is like a really difficult time for everyone around the world, and all we can really do is just stay inside and stay healthy and wash our hands, and it's really out of our control right now. I just wanted to come on and say that I hope everyone is staying safe, everyone is practicing social distancing, everyone is keeping their distance, and I've been doing my own social distancing, and especially because I live with my grandparents and they are in that age range, it's been difficult for us to even go to the grocery store and stuff like that, but we've, thank God, been able to, you know, work our ways around it and be able to keep safe and stay healthy. And my thoughts and prayers are with each and every one of you guys, and we're all in this together. You know, just kind of shed some positivity during this time that we're gonna get through this. And so if you guys can help out, even a neighbor, a family member, a friend, anything like that, I definitely recommend that you do so. It's just spreading kindness during this dark time and just being able to comfort someone and let them know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And again, we're all gonna get through this. So now that I have let this bake a little bit, I'm just going to take this brush. It's from Sonia Kashuk, and it's the medium powder brush. I got this from Target, and I'm just going to brush this off and just kind of make that seem seamless together, and the same on the other side. Now for nose contour, I do find it a little bit more difficult, especially with the contour stick that I use to do a cream contour on my nose. I actually like to do powdered contour on my nose. So for my nose contour, I actually go in with the Marc Jacobs Tantalize bronzer. It is huge. It is beautiful. I absolutely love it. I honestly don't use this as a bronzer though. I usually use it for more of like a powdered contour. And then I go in with this Sonia Kashuk brush again, and it is the buffing concealer brush, and I go in where I want my nose contour to be. I like to blend also my nose contour into those shades of my eyeshadow just to make it look more seamless. And then I do cut my tip of my nose a little bit to make it look like I have a button nose. Now I'm going to be going in with some blush. I'm going to go in with one of my favorites, MAC, the mineralized blush in the shade Warm Soul. I'm going to take it on this brush. I actually don't know where I got this brush from, but it's just a regular old blush brush, and work that into the apples of my cheek. And I'm going to add a little bit on the tip of my nose. And then for highlight, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Master Chrome in the shade Molten Gold. And I'm going to be taking my Morphe M510 brush. A little bit on my nose, a little bit up here. So now that I'm finished with all of that, I'm going to go in with my All Nighter Urban Decay spray. So now that my setting spray has finally set, I'm going to go in with this Rimmel London Scandal Eyes in the shade Nude, and I pop that into my lower lash line. So now I am back. I just finished doing my falsies. Now we are going to let them sit for a little bit, make sure that they are in place, and I'm going to go ahead and go into lips. So I'm going to take this lip liner in the Maybelline New York Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in the color 102 Beige Babe, and I just line my lips. Then after I line them, I have been loving this Wet n Wild lipstick.
Hey y'all, so it's Xiara from editing. I just wanted to pop in and say that I'm a dummy. This is not from Wet n Wild, it's actually from e.l.f. And if I would have just looked at the packaging, I would have known that. But yeah, what can I say? In a couple of clips, I'm gonna say lower lash line, referring to mascara. I just had another brain fart and I meant bottom lashes. So Xiara from editing out.
It is so buttery. It is so creamy. It is in the color Cream, and I just put it all over. And after, I always really like a glossy finish, so I go in with the e.l.f. lip lacquer in the shade Bubbles. It is just this clear glossy shade. I have a whole bunch of the NYX ones as well, but with this certain lip shade, I like to go in with the clear one. Next, I'm going to be doing my lower lash line with the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Uncensored Mascara in the shade Extreme Black. This is what it looks like. It's one of my favorites. So I start with the bottom lashes, and then I go for the top ones. That is our finished makeup look. Thank you guys so much for getting ready with me today. I am extremely excited to get back into the swing of things and start over and start fresh and do what I really love to do. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a comment down below to let me know if you guys want to see anything in particular. And also, if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up because that will make my heart warm and fuzzy. And also, if you like this video and you want to see more from this channel, make sure you go down below, click the subscribe button, and tap that notification bell that is right next to it so you are notified every single time that I post a video. Again, I'll be posting every Wednesday and Friday now, so if you have that notification bell on, you'll be notified every single Wednesday and Friday whenever I post. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was honestly amazing to just get everything out in the open and talk about everything that's been going on. I missed you guys so much, and I missed talking and doing what I love. So I will see you guys on Friday.
I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I awoke, I spit that on a necklace. I told God I'll be back in a second. Man, it's so hard not to act reckless.